Hey everybody, and welcome back to Disney Springs. Today we're doing bus roulette once again. If you're not familiar with what bus roulette is, I come to Disney Springs, I get on the first bus that comes, and we go explore that resort. There's only one rule when it comes to bus roulette. That is that the bus has to take me to a resort I haven't covered yet on the channel. Let's not waste any time. Let's get over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the greatest show on earth.
So we've made it over here to Port Orleans, Riverside. Riverside is the resort that I've stayed at more than any other resort here at Disney. I don't know how many times, but a few times. Oddly enough, I haven't been over here since we lived here. So it'll be interesting to see if anything's changed and to sort of reacquaint myself with the property. So here at the River Roost Lounge is where you can catch Bob Jackson, otherwise known as Yeehaw Bob, performing. I don't know if it's nightly. I'll put the schedule down here at the bottom of the screen, but he is a longtime favorite here at Port Orleans and at Disney. So I stopped over here at the food court to get some lunch. I remember eating here for breakfast. I don't really ever remember eating here for any other meal. Maybe some late night stuff, I don't know. But they had a pretty good menu. I was surprised at some of the items on the menu. So there were a couple that caught my eye, and honestly I just couldn't make up my mind, so I ended up getting both of them. I got the shrimp and grits, and I got the chicken and andouille gumbo. So the shrimp and grits it's covered in this cream sauce, and it's got some ham and onions and peppers in there. The grits are fantastic. The cream sauce is good. Let's try the shrimp. I wouldn't say this is the very best shrimp and grits I've ever had, but it's really not bad. I'm impressed. That's really, really good. All right, let's try the gumbo. It's got a little heat in the back of your throat. It's flavorful. Again, andouille's good, chicken's good. Rice is pretty good too. All in all, I give that a B. But that shrimp and grits, I get an A-. So I don't know if that's the best quick service meal I've ever had here at Disney. Yeah, it's the best one I can ever remember having. Now, I remember having the croque monsieur at Riviera, and it was really, really good. But of the quick services I've been to in recent history, that's definitely by far the best meal. Not cheap, but good. Really, really good. So as you can see, this resort is huge. It used to all be one resort, and then they split it up into two. It's now Disney's Port Orleans Riverside and Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter. We looked at the general store, we looked at the River Roost Lounge, we looked at boat rides. We've been over to the Riverside Mill Food Court and ate, and now we're going to go around and take a look at the buildings. There's two different styles of buildings. There's the Alligator Bayou and the Magnolia Bend. Alligator Bayou is a little more rustic, and then Magnolia Bend, they're more like traditional plantation houses. Over here at the Riverside Levee, you can rent Surrey bikes. So if you don't know what a Surrey bike is, the bike where either 2 or 4 people pedal and steer together. You can take these around the 2 resorts together, or you can rent a regular bicycle. Also here between 5:30 and 9:30, you can do horse-drawn carriage rides, $55. Looks like you can have 4 adults or 2 adults and up to 3 children. Also, it looks like you can make advanced reservations in the My Disney Experience app or by scanning this QR code. From outside the Riverside Middle Food Court, we're gonna head across this bridge and we're gonna head over into the Old Man Island and go take a look at the pool. Right here is the pool and the hot tub, and then right beside that is the Muddy Rivers Bar. Back behind the bar is the children's play area, and it looks like there is a place for a campfire back here. So nightly from 6 to 7, you could come join the campfire on the bayou. And also down here is the Bass and Brim fishing hole, where you can come get a fishing pole and go fishing. Fully stocked pond for the kids to come out and catch some brim. Here's what you can catch: largemouth bass, bluegill, catfish, or sunfish on a cool old-fashioned cane pole. Like a lot of the modern resorts with individual buildings, there's a ton of landscaping was put between all these buildings, and it's a beautiful area to walk. And if you have some time, just check out all the scenery. Well, hopefully you could see why I love this resort so much. It's just simply beautiful. It's always been beautiful. They've always taken such good care of the property and the grounds. The food here, like we discussed earlier, was some of the best quick service I've ever had. So there's a lot of pluses to this resort. This originally was called Dixie Landings, and it was both resorts were one. Now it's split into 2. We just did Riverside. The sun has come back out, so come along with me as we make our way over to French Quarter. So we started way up here. We walked all the way around all the buildings. We crossed over, walked down this way, down by the pool, and now we're down here. We're gonna run inside. We're gonna look at Scat's Cats Club, the Sesagula Floatworks and Food Factory, and then we're just gonna look around the gift shop and the check-in area. So one of the cool things about this resort is that there's 2 forms of transportation. You can take the bus from here to pretty much anywhere, and then you can also take the boat from here to Disney Springs. Well, there you go again. Another resort tour down. We visited Port Orleans Riverside and Port Orleans French Quarter today. Beautiful resorts. I hope that you get to visit these resorts at some point or stay here. These are Disney's moderate resorts. They're in that mid-tier price point. They're affordable. They're, you know, everything at Disney is expensive, but these are like a equivalent, you know, maybe like a Marriott or that kind of hotel. As far as there's not a ton of extra features, good restaurants, good theming, and a comfortable place to lay your head at night. Guys, thank you for coming along with me. As always, if never lost and never found, so go get lost.